Hey guys, it's Adriana from Savoys Properties and we are here at our most recent completion. Now this was a 3-bed residential house that's been converted into a 6-bed, all-en-suite HMO, included a loft conversion and a rear extension. Now come take a look inside and let's show you what we've done. So we are at snagging phase on this project now. So I'm going to give you a tour of the house and at the end of the project, we'll run through all the numbers. So as you can see here, we're just in the hallway of the property. This is bedrooms, through to the kitchen, other bedrooms, and then of course upstairs. Now, one of the most important things that we find with building HMOs is ensuring the longevity in the build. So as you can see, no carpets, and no carpets. This has come from obviously years of working in the HMO space to realise what works, what lasts, and what gives the best finish overall for the investor and of course for the tenants. Let's go and have a look inside bedroom 1. So we pretty much keep everything quite uniform when we're going through the rooms. We know what works and it makes sense. So every tenant will get obviously their bed with the room, it'll be fully furnished. We don't again have carpets on the floor, which is really good for maintenance purposes. But what we do try to do is keep each room as individual as we can before getting to the point of creating studios. So for example here, each tenant will have their own sort of kitchenette space. There's gonna have a mini fridge, spare storage and things like that. We also put intercom in all of the bedrooms. So particularly with it being a HMO, with it being professionals, and of course the house going out at the back and up at the top, it's nice to think that if you're having guests, if you're having people over, you can have that direct connection to the room and not to bother other housemates. So this is the ensuite. Again, this runs pretty uniform for all the properties, and of course it's snagging stage, so it's still little bits to finish off. That's shower, toilets and wash basin, and this will be in every single room. And of course, this then allows us to charge higher rents for the properties. From a management and maintenance perspective, again, one of the things we put in all the rooms is the individual fuse boards. So this essentially just means that each room is wired up individually, and if there is any faults, any problems that happen, it's much easier for the tenant to get themselves back powered. But yeah, this is pretty much how we make up a room. It is always furnished as well. So let's go and see the rest of the house. Again, things like this will be fire doors, and these are lock spaces as well. So usually where you'd keep the maintenance and things like that for the house. But yeah, we're going to go through to the kitchen. So I guess one of the tricks in here, which maybe some people don't know, is that you don't actually need a light source in your kitchen, which gave us the ability to put 2 rooms on the back of the property. Obviously, we then being able to make the 6 beds. Now, here, pretty basic. Everyone has their own workspace side in the kitchen and their own cupboard space. You can then go down the labelling route and things like that when you get to the management side of things to try and keep order within the property. And of course, the fire safety requirements as well needed, smoke alarms and things like that. These regs do change between 6 and 7 beds, so always make sure when you are doing the build, you know how many rooms you're having and exactly what the regs are for each property. So if we have a look through here, this is one of the extension rooms on the site. So we came back with this about 6 meters. One of the main reasons why we had so much luck with this property on the purchase prices was because when it was bought, it was actually deemed unmortgageable. So through there was a tree that a lot of people thought might cause a lot of problems to the house. Now, having the knowledge that we did, it was just a simple case of removing the tree from the site, and all of a sudden it then became a mortgageable asset. This is one of the really good ways that you can then gain discounts on properties and really go down the negotiation stage. So yeah, pretty much another room as well. Again, built-in wardrobe furniture. The reason why we do this is because when you're doing property management, the last thing that you want is every year to be buying new furniture, because tenants like to reorganize. Having everything fixed and fitted in a room ensures a lot more longevity in the product. But yeah, again, ensuite through there. Intercom, fuse boards, obviously heating systems, and the thumb turn locks on the door. These are a really good system as well. It kind of keeps the maintenance down from a key perspective. And what you do need to make sure is that, obviously them being thumb turn on the inside, they still comply with HMO regulations. You essentially need one hand to be able to leave the room in case of a fire. But yeah, let's go upstairs on the site and we'll see obviously the second part of the development, which was the loft conversion. But first, we will have a look at the rooms. Now, on this floor, they are quite a bit bigger as well, which you'll see, so there's a lot more space, and I guess that gives the ability to charge slightly different rents across the property. Same features again, no carpets on the floor, beds, obviously lighting in the room, built-in furniture, and a desk space in this one as well. Kitchenettes, and of course a bathroom. So if we have a little look at bedroom 5, same thing again, a nice big size. One thing which you might notice on these is the ceilings are pretty low, of course still in regulation, but the reasons for this was because we actually did a loft conversion on the floor above. Now, by doing the loft conversion, no one on this street had, but having the building knowledge that we do, it was just a case of lowering the ceilings in the loft space to then be able to meet your regulations in the space above. And that needs to be from 1.5 meters squared, meeting your 6.5 area of the room, excluding the ensuite. So yeah, dropping the ceilings. Also, we run our waste through there, insulate them as well. Lower ceilings is better for heating, better for bills. So yeah, lots of benefits to doing that, but it was definitely essential to come this low on this project to then gain the benefit of the room above. If we then go through to the final room, of course, you've got all of your emergency lighting in your hallway, your fire exit signs and things like that, which is very much required when you are doing the HMO. And the final loft bedroom. Again, we've got a really nice big space here by the time we've done everything. So beds, desk, kitchenette space, and of course the ensuite. So yeah, this is the finished tour of our standard 6-bed all-ensuite HMO in the south. Now let's run through the numbers. So we've made it to the end of the video, and now it's time for the numbers on this site, which of course is the most important information. This site was purchased for £225,000. Should have been 275, but of course, using the discount of the unmortgageability, we were able to negotiate a discount. We then spent £200,000 on the refurb, which of course was a loft conversion, ceiling drops, all en suite throughout, and the rear extension. And the GDV was £550,000. So pulling out the majority of the capital on a refinance. And finally, for the rental figures, this will gross £52,000 per year. If you found that useful, make sure to like, subscribe and comment. And if you want to see us in person, we're going to be in Manchester on the 20th of November this month at the Gotham Hotel for an Elevate series sponsored by Shawbrook Bank, where we're going to be discussing all things HMOs, investing, financing and legal. And we can't wait to see you there. And the details for that will be in the description below.